What's up, Whistlers? I'm Gitch.
I'm Chrissy May.
Miss J.
Welcome to Wettin the Whistle, our new show.
Whistle.
It may look familiar. This is, if you're new here, the first part of the show is figuring things out that we should have figured out before the show started.
That's all I need. All right.
All right.
Now I don't feel like I'm so much in like your face.
All things considered, it's light on the technical difficulties this week. So
yeah, I was the most technical difficult. That's doing. The garbage just wants to be up.
Like, I don't think I'm gonna close.
Hey guys, I'm part of the show too. So how's everybody doing this week?
Out in the people land or
Us.
Yeah,
Us.
everybody.
A busy week.
I agree.
Very nonstop for me. I've been busy nonstop every single day.
Yeah, I've been busy at work too, and I'm just gonna keep being busy. The joys of doing what I do.
Me, I just go to the doctor and I do school.
Yeah, you've been at a bit.
And
You're gonna
that's
have a
busy, too.
busy week this
And
next
I
week coming up too.
Deal with Chrissy Gumi
Yeah,
and her freaking shenanigans.
freaking shenanigans.
Preteen shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thinking she deserves more than she does and is entitled to more than she is.
Yeah, that's typical though. Unfortunately.
So young though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm thinking back, 6th grade. The worst thing that I did in 6th grade is I snuck my brother's pair of nunchucks to school to show them off to my friends.
The worst. Did you burp?
That was me.
Oh.
Sorry.
I blamed him. Because normally he burps in my face. That's so funny.
I wasn't expecting that.
I just attacked him.
I was just gonna say yes, even though I was like, probably, I don't know.
I just attacked him about it. Did you barf?
It was you.
Oh my god. So yeah, so 6th grade, I think the worst thing that happened in 6th grade was I was in the talent show and I did a cartwheel and knocked the whole backboard off onto people. Somebody got injured. So, I mean,
You know what I will say? In sixth grade was the year that Terry's, I guess, stepsister decided that we were dating.
how old was she?
Well, we were in 6th grade.
Oh, you both were the same
Yeah.
age?
Yeah, but it was like I didn't care. She lived in Minneapolis. I lived in the township of Stillwater.
Was it Faith?
Yeah, we were like
The one that was in my
miles
grade?
apart. No,
Yeah,
she wasn't in your grade.
Faith was.
Different Faith then.
Okay.
Yeah, she was. Pretty sure she was younger than me, and she didn't go to Stillwater High School.
Okay. All right.
But
my best friend growing up was a guy because he lived really close to me, and like we loved playing Legos together. Well, you know, usually when you're young and you have a best friend, kind of end up sort of dating them. So we dated, you know, again. very nonchalantly in 6th grade. But he
Yeah.
was my first kiss. Nothing serious, but of course it didn't last long, as we all know.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing
know
ever does at that age.
My first kiss was before I left the house that I grew up in. So I was under 11.
You were kissing girls that young.
Being neglected in the 90s, in the 80s, late 80s.
Lord.
I mean, it's just, it's her fault too.
It's her fault.
I do think that, and I'm pretty sure science will back me up, but I'm pretty sure women mature quicker than men.
Yeah, that is true.
And they get interested in that stuff sooner than men do.
Yeah.
I was kind of joking during Chrissy Gumi's appointment earlier today, but I was like, yeah, when I was in school, the girls, they didn't seem to really be interested in boys until like 8th grade, and the boys didn't really seem to be interested in girls until like the 2nd year of college. Nobody laughed, so I guess I just was too deadpan with it, but
Yeah.
Or I think sometimes boys are just like things
Straight
go
over their head.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
that's
Do you need
literally the
tissues?
last thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I do.
Can you grab her some tissue from over
okay,
by the couch there?
My nose is like,
Probably from all the Lysol I sprayed.
maybe. It's okay. The table definitely needed to be cleaned.
Yeah, it did. Like, holy moly. Captain Morgan, vanilla, orange
vanilla
twist.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's good. Need to go to ABC and get myself a couple things.
so
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff the other
Like-
day. It's crazy.
boys of that age were curious about that stuff, but at least in my case, we don't really draw the connection
Yeah.
of that's something that people actually do,
Yeah.
like, and it certainly doesn't draw the connection of you do it with those gross cootie ridden girls,
Mm-hmm.
like. So I guess in that regard, it makes sense that Chrissy Gumi is so but she's so hellbent on just getting somebody to be in a relationship with her.
Oh, yeah, because I was looking through her chat and she was like telling one girl that she loved her. And then the other girl, you could tell, really didn't want to be dealing with Chrissy Gumi.
Yeah.
So she was like, same. That was her response. So Chrissy Gumi's like, I love you. For real, I mean that. I love you. And then the girl was like, same. And then
Does that just
moves
have
on
a lot
to
to
like,
do with her mom neglecting her from such a young age.
yeah,
I mean,
think so.
yeah,
and-
most likely.
Yeah.
And that's also why she hides it. I mean, that's a lot of the reactive attachment disorder
Yeah.
and just not trusting
and
adults.
studies show that if you're sexually abused at a young age, you tend to be interested in that way before you should. You're very precocious.
Yeah.
So we have both of those things to deal with.
Yeah.
The dogs have to act up when we're streaming.
Hello, one true villain MS. How you doing today? Where are you coming from? Do you work at
Mississippi.
Microsoft?
No, Mississippi, I betcha.
No, the villain is Microsoft. That's
Oh.
that's my theory. That's my headcanon. Is that true? Is that the one true villain, Microsoft? Well,
this a-
this is the Wettin the Whistle count. This is actually our first episode of Wettin the Whistle. We used to call it oh man, I was wrong.
Am I
We
right?
used to call
Is
it
it
Wine with the Wifey. I'm gonna go shut you.
The dogs are
our
being
dogs
crazy.
are going crazy.
If
We
you
have
can't
a
hear them,
puppy. We have a puppy that's 4 months old, and he gets upset if the other dog won't play with him. Then we got to put him on the leash and put him in leash jail.
time out. You're on time
So,
out.
okay, one true villain, MS. Is that MS for Mississippi?
Yeah, for sure.
We're trying
We
to.
like to. We like to try.
No. Oh, man. Both wrong.
Is there any community problems you have?
Yeah, bring it up
What's
to the
your
community. Bring it up to the community council here. The only problem that we've been dealing with is we have a 12-year-old, and she's
She
causing.
thinks she's 30.
Yeah, she's causing dramas.
Funding for what?
Who doesn't?
Right?
I need funding.
Who couldn't benefit from funding?
There was somebody on TikTok that messaged me the other day that was asking. Well, first they were trying to play nice and chat, you know, for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like busting their cover the whole time. I was like, how are they still talking to me? And then they're like, I actually have a problem. And I was like, oh, what's your problem? They're like, well, maybe I can get your advice on some Bitcoin deals
That's
that
where
I'm
you want to
doing.
go for investment
Yeah,
advice.
TikTok. Captain Morgan Orange Vanilla Twist with Coke Zero Cherry.
And I'm having just regular Coke with the same thing.
And I'm having just Coke Zero because I have to work early in the morning. So
He's
Can't
not
drink-
allowed to
I
drink
don't get
before
to
he
drink
flies.
tonight. Yeah.
He flies for a living, so he can't drink beforehand.
Typically on this show, it used to be called Wine with the Wifey. We drank
Wine.
ourselves silly with wine. So we decided to start drinking other things. And then we couldn't really call it Wine with the Wifey anymore.
Because it wasn't just me and him.
And we weren't drinking wine.
And we weren't drinking wine.
So now it's Wettin the Whistle.
No, we're in North Carolina.
Cat that's
Acting crazy.
Man, our
Being a
animals are
shenanigan,
just
yeah.
like
it's like
cool.
they just decided they want to be
Yep. Mischievous.
nuisances tonight.
Yeah.
Are you like near Albany?
MS means master in science.
Yeah. Albany's in New York.
Maybe that's
Oh, you wish.
he's the
We
one
wish
true
too.
villain. He's got an MS in one true villainism. That's what it is.
Ah.
A master's?
Yeah.
Masters, yeah.
Oh, is that it? You have a master's?
And villainry.
In one true villainism, villainry. I like villainry.
No.
Ah.
Man, we just strike out on everything.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, where are you at, One True Villain? We're in North Carolina.
Old Kakalaki. Have you had the Kakalaki sauce at Biscuitville?
I haven't even eaten at Biscuitville.
Oh, you're missing out.
Oh.
Ooh, Bulgaria.
Like by Sophia?
Yeah, I had some foreign exchange scouts from Bulgaria.
We have a friend that lives in Bulgaria.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
well, he's not there right now, but
Yeah, he is.
is he?
Yeah.
He went back?
Yeah,
Oh,
a long
okay.
time ago.
Well, there you go. He's there now.
Okay.
Very, very cool.
I've seen a lot of pictures on Facebook and
Yeah, it
stuff.
looks very beautiful. I've been told, now this was in 2000, that if I went there with $1,000, I could live like a king for a summer. Is
Well,
that still
I'm sure
true?
it's not the same now.
Yeah, it's I mean, it
Inflation.
must have.
He's-
Who's growling over there?
Here, wait, dude.
You trying to go outside?
No. He's trying to get something from Barley.
Oh, he's instigating.
Here. Oh, there, you little monster.
Hey, knock it off.
Stay over here, you crazy.
He's like, hey, you pinched my butt.
Touch my butt.
Yeah. Hey, here. No.
He wants to instigate.
He does. And it's like, drives me crazy, you know? Ooh.
Oh,
Thanks for the follow.
thank you for the follow. That was on your channel. Do you have your Twitch thing up? So
I don't know. I don't know how to follow that.
You go
Ooh,
to Twitch.
look at the heart, though. Oh, okay. Go to. I'm on Twitch.
Ooh. There you go.
We discuss everything, really. We like to discuss.
Oh,
Villain.
We like to
yay,
discuss kind of like what's
have
going
the follow.
on. We like to discuss things with the people that come in the chat. So we kind of just, it's like
We
really
talk
an open
about
forum.
pretty much
Yeah.
anything.
It's a really off the cuff show. We don't have any sort of scripting or any sort of like thoughts to talk about. Sometimes there are subjects we avoid. We don't want to get overly political. Kind of we
don't want to like have a big
Yeah.
like argument
Yeah.
the
during
whole
the show.
idea is for this to be a place for people to come and kind of get away from the bullshit. So we don't want to kind of bring the bullshit into the thing that's trying
Sometimes,
to get away
I
from
mean,
the
I have to
bullshit.
say I do cause it.
Are we
I
boycott-
personally am.
I'm very upset.
Not
with the
real
things
happy
that
with
they
the
have-
direction things
yeah.
have been going.
I'm like the
the things
person
that
that goes
came out.
straight to the far one end or the other.
The
so
problem
I probably am
is
the one.
the problem is that Marvel, I don't really like. Disney owns Marvel
Yeah.
and Disney owns Star Wars,
Yeah.
but both of those things were their own thing before Disney owned them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could care less if I watch another Disney cartoon if they're gonna make some sort of political statement with every cartoon, but
Yeah.
You can see that we don't really measure our drinks here. We just kind of pour. We just kind of like eyeball it.
that's the way
That's the
professionals do it.
best way.
That's how I was taught at bartending school,
Yeah. You count.
mixology
It's
school.
like accounting.
I saw a TikTok the other day that was like the guy. I
That
saw,
was a pretty strong one, though.
Ooh, I need to put a little more in mine.
Yeah,
I
you
saw a
should.
TikTok the other day that the guy was talking about. This is what mixologists like. Mixologist versus a bartender,
Yeah.
and the guy walks in. He's like, "Hey man, can I get like a rum and coke?" And the guy was like, "What kind of establishment do you think this is? A bar? No, I'm a mixologist here. Tell me about yourself. I'll make you a drink." The guy's like, what do you want to know? Well, when did your father leave you? And he's like, well, how did you know my father left me? Got it. And he like
What?
throws a drink together, and then he like sprinkles the ashes from a cigarette on it at the end, and he's like, there you go. The guy takes a sip of it, and he's like, oh, it tastes like loss and sorrow.
Come on.
It's like, I knew it was the drink for you.
I knew it was the drink for you. Did we just put Pierre in the crate?
Here?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the one that's instigating Barley.
He's running away. He's like, what? See, we have dog drama going on.
Serious dog drama.
Like, and the puppy, so I have puppy and he's 4 months old. And when he gets like into playing and stuff like that, he shrieks. Like, it's piercing to your ears. I can't imagine what it would be like for you guys, like through the microphones and everything.
Well, luckily, they're far enough away. It gets cut out by the.
You keep burping?
Well, yeah, because I'm drinking soda instead of alcohol.
I was like, wasn't me this time. I will admit it if it's me.
But they're far enough away that the barking gets cut out by the NVIDIA.
Oh, well, I just
Background
imagine
noise.
everybody's hearing it and shrieking.
Yeah,
Like they're covering their ears. Like, huh, that's
it would be
harsh.
terrible, especially for people wearing headphones.
Oof.
Like that would be
Yeah.
ear splitting, literally. Brain
Oh,
splitting. That's a rough one for you, huh?
Yeah, I gotta add some more soda. What the heck?
After the boxes over here.
He's trying to get into the beer.
He wants
Barley
the
wants
homebrews.
barley.
Yeah,
That's right.
Barley. Barley the dog wants some barley. We have a bunch of stuff, like we make our own craft brew beer here, and
Thank you.
Barley is trying to get into the beer. He's trying to make his own brew.
The unmade beer. He just wants the. He's just like, well,
He
there's
wants
barley in here. I'm gonna eat. That's my name. That's what I'm gonna eat.
So tell us about you.
Yeah, where are you coming from?
He's from Bulgaria.
Oh yeah, Bulgaria.
What do you
do
Yeah.
in Bulgaria besides be awesome?
I always imagine people like overseas do some cool stuff. Like,
I mean, they dress nice. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah, they do have nice places to go shopping. They have good food.
Mm-hmm.
They have castles over there.
Yeah.
We don't have a castle here.
We're not old enough.
It's true.
All the castles that were here were
They're-
made out of plants, and
Yeah.
and we burned them to the ground.
What?
Thanks, Sherman.
Oh. like, what are you talking about? Oh,
Yeah, somebody's moving around up there.
we have a child that was throwing a big tantrum earlier.
I had the one of the foreign exchange scouts from
Yeah.
Bulgaria that I know was super good at breakdancing. Are you
What?
good at breakdancing?
Do you know anybody that break dances?
Oh, he was awesome. He could he was like do the robot.
Spinning and
He
all
could
that
spin on
stuff.
his hand. He was working on spinning on his head.
What?
Oh, okay.
You need to make a breakdancing friend.
Maybe it's just the people that actually live in Sofia. They're the breakdancers. You go into Sofia and you got to breakdance your way into the stores
Community.
and stuff.
I don't
yeah.
think so.
Viva's trying to get across the wires.
We have an old fat dog, and she doesn't understand how to walk past the wires for the streaming situation here.
Chew through it.
She doesn't have any teeth though, so she can't chew through the wires. We had to have her teeth taken out. She's just old. Oh, I do.
Oh, sorry.
Bless you. I want to go anywhere. I love going places. But I don't know if anybody would exchange. Oh, you know what? I saw that there was a TV show where people of other countries exchange places,
Yeah.
and, like, live each other's life. It's like wife swap, but like
Yeah.
for people.
Yeah, it's called foreign exchange program.
No, not for teenagers. Not for teenagers. For like adults.
Oh,
It was a TV show.
I'm sure there's a foreign exchange program for adults.
You think so?
Yeah, it's called mission work.
What are they going to do in our house as a mission? Our house is a mission, apparently.
Yeah.
We need help.
I'd go to Bulgaria though. Hell yeah.
No, I said I was going to.
Well, let's both go. I mean, make it a date night.
A date night.
It's a long date night.
Well,
Who's going to watch all our animals? We have a zoo.
we'll take them with us.
What?
Yeah, you know,
What kind of money you got to be able to make this happen?
future money.
Future money. Future unknown.
That's future me's problem.
You're watching Viva.
Yeah, she's trying to get past the wires
she's all
again.
she's all tangled up.
She's like, oh, I'm just going to walk through it.
I gotta sit down. That was exhausting.
And she's this old fat dog of ours. She's like all day, tongue sticking out of her mouth with a big smile on her face. She's just a little dog, but she weighs like 30 pounds now, I'm pretty sure. She's supposed to weigh like 12 to 14. She definitely outweighs that.
Yeah.
When we got her, so we have her son, Pierre, and when we got Viva, well, oh man.
Hey, that is a question.
hard.
Here, let's throw that one up there.
Yes, put it up for the people. Oh my gosh, that's horrible because I didn't like Obama and I didn't like Trump. But Trump, okay, so we're military. So in my mind, somebody that's going to like salute your troops does get a bit of my respect, where Obama didn't do that. Obama could have cared less about us. Trump, I think he probably did it so he could look like
Yeah.
he's...
I say
Well,
with
he's a
Trump,
showman.
with
Yeah.
Trump, it was
Definite
everything
showman.
a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna look good for me?
Right.
Trump was definitely more embarrassing than Obama.
He
Yeah.
was more embarrassing. But now Obama's kind of like biting himself in the butt. He's like lying about stuff, saying that I did this, I did
mean,
that. And then
Find
they're
me a
just like,
politician
what?
That doesn't lie though.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, about your record of what you did as a president, like, it's obviously out there. You're going to look like an idiot for lying about what you
Well, it's
didn't
just
do in the
like-
past.
It's just like when Hillary talked about how she was taking fire from the snipers as soon as they got out.
Oh my gosh.
And then the video is just her like,
You guys got to know when the whole Benghazi thing was going on and Hillary was running for president, I was up like 4 a.m. every day. I was like, is she getting indicted yet? Is she going to jail yet? Like, I was a crazy person. I was just like constantly looking at the news. And then we took in our niece And he watches
Nice.
that
I like
too.
Ben Shapiro. Yeah, he's funny.
And our little niece called Hillary Clinton a zombie. So I was like, hell yeah, Hillary's a zombie. And then I found like a meme on Pinterest that was like Hillary, and she literally looked like a zombie. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's for real.
It's true.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I have like a very huge distaste for Hillary Clinton. Glad she was never president, but I mean, it was bad enough her husband was. And I voted for him, which is sad.
They couldn't have picked a worse candidate.
And then there was
Hillary
Obama,
Clinton.
like when I was in the military, like he was my commander in chief, and I did not like him whatsoever. I felt like even his smile was like, I'm lying to you. And then
I was in Iraq when he changed it from Operation Iraqi Freedom to Operation New Dawn, and I was sitting in the dining facility in Iraq watching the news, telling the world that the last combat troops were leaving Iraq, and I was sitting there eating my food like, are we supposed to be on that plane?
So
no, I have not.
No, Obama actually came to my unit, but I didn't meet him.
Never met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And I didn't meet Trump either.
I've never
which
tried
I wouldn't have cared to.
I've never tried to meet a president because the job that I have, it would be so much pomp and circumstance.
I met George Sr. and George Jr. because they both came to South Dakota when I was a police officer.
That'd be cool.
They like gave us a big speech and everything right before we go collect all the crazies that potentially could harm them. That's what happens. George Bush, yeah. So there was Bush Sr., which was like what, from the 80s?
Yeah.
He was Reagan's vice president, and then he became president. So that was like late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, because 91 was when Desert Storm happened, right?
Yeah, and Clinton was like 96, right? 90.
Yeah, because I voted. That was my first year I voted, and I voted for him, of all people. What? Well, I was in Minnesota, and it's a Democratic state. You crazy dog, what are you doing?
He's chewing on the leg. The chair leg.
I'll get him a toy.
You know you're not supposed to do that. So this is something, so I used to be a police officer. And so when I lived in a different area of the country, there was a lot of people that just carried guns around in their vehicles. Like you drive pickup trucks, and then there would be a gun rack in the back window of the pickup truck, and you'd see like rifles. Everybody had one. It was easy to get a conceal and carry there. I mean, you could get it the same day. You just do your $5 background check, and they'd give you a conceal and carry permit. So, I mean, everybody was carrying. And
now we have two.
When the presidents come to town, they have a list of people that either own a lot of guns, have made threats against the president, or like a bunch of conditions that make them like the loony people. And then the police go and round them up and put them into a hotel and like basically watch them and babysit them.
Dang.
The Secret Service does it. They babysit them.
I have 4 guns in my house.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
He wants to get one, and I want to get another one.
Both intern and I have handguns, and then intern has a shotgun and a 30-06.
Oh, I love 30-06s.
I have.
Be on your lap.
I have a civilian model of World War I sniper rifle, and then I have a handgun that's got a bunch of engraving on it, so I don't like to shoot it. But I want to get another handgun that I don't mind shooting, and then Chrissy May wants to get a gun.
So here in North Carolina, you have to get a purchase permit before you can buy a gun. You have to get a permit that allows you to purchase the weapon. And I got mine, and then I don't know, it's missing. I have no idea where it is.
I'm trying to get up.
I don't know. It's weird.
I know I had it in my truck, but now it's not there, and I feel like it got thrown out. And every time I call that place, nobody answers.
No.
Not here.
Can't even get it medically.
Yeah.
There is parts of the United States.
There are a lot of states that do allow it legal and then medical, but not here in the state we live in.
The Bible Belt.
That's true. Apparently in Florida, though, I mean, Florida could be kind of part of the Bible Belt. They have all those Scientologists.
Yeah.
Well, that's not exactly the Bible.
That's true. It's not the Bible. This is our little cat, Sniffles. He's a big fluffy one. He's the oldest cat we have.
He's the oldest animal we have.
Yeah, oldest animal we have. Look in the box.
Why not?
Riley, you're going to be in so much trouble soon that you're going to be over by Dad.
Yeah, we gotta get him away from the box. Can't have him.
Barley, oh, the cat.
Sniffles?
So this cat, he's 12. And then the little puppy under the table is 4 months old.
Give me the leash.
He's the one causing all the trouble under the table. Do you have any pets yourself? No.
Yeah.
No pets. Got it. How old are you? Like roundabout. You don't have to tell us your specific age. Oh,
21.
okay.
Hey,
That's a good age.
Yeah.
that's a good age.
I think I'm double your age, though. I'm very old.
You think you are?
No, I'm pretty positive I am. What is the legal age of drinking there in Bulgaria?
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Is it 18 or is it 21?
Or is it?
Or is it 15?
13?
He sniffles his face. He's like,
He has this one hair that's like sticking out right there. It's funny.
He always looks like a mess.
he's like a scientist or something.
Yeah, crazy scientist.
What?
13?
Holy cow.
Nailed it.
Dang.
That's the legal drinking age in Germany too.
Is it really?
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
That's why when I went there with my parents and I was 13, the the owner of the one of the hotels.
Do you speak many languages?
Was
Because I
like,
feel like
It's not
people
that
over in
8 years.
Europe can
You've been
speak
drinking for 8
multiple
years, but
languages.
21. Nuts.
That's when my brother started drinking.
At 13?
Yeah.
Jeez.
But we see how that worked out for him. Not so good.
I'm trying
Well,
to think. I mean, like, I think my mom gave me like a wine
Oh,
cooler
okay.
when I was like 16, but. Oh,
the drinking culture in European countries
He's
is
like,
aim it
about to
away. Aim it away.
sneeze.
The drinking
gotta
culture
sneeze
in
over there,
European
Sniffles.
countries and other countries is
On my
very
spot.
different from American drinking culture.
Well, I'm sure they don't drink to get drunk, you know? Like, I feel like they probably are a lot more responsible.
yeah.
Like, oh, we're going to have dinner. We're going to have drink with it.
Yeah.
Because that's part of dinner.
Come on, buddy. Put it.
He's like, oh, let me get in there. I got
No.
the sniffle nose. So this cat, he sneezes, and he's like a sniper. He sneezes over everybody's drinks every time.
And it's bad too. It's like legit
like-
snot rockets just flying in
legit
the air.
Snot comes out of his nose. Look, he's giving you the
He's
silent
whatever.
treatment now.
Yeah, that's
No,
fine
he's
with
looking
me
into
as
the
long as
camera.
he ain't trying to sniff in my ears.
Hey everybody, my
Snot
name's
in my
Sniffles.
stuff.
Welcome to my show.
It's like I love you, but I don't want snot in my drink. Thank you.
Well, then you don't love me.
Do you have a TikTok? A lot of people from Europe have been contacting me on their TikToks.
Hmm.
It's very interesting. But I don't know if they're real.
Yeah.
See? So I think that all these people that say they're in Europe are probably in Nigeria.
Possible.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok.
Yep. We are on TikTok.
I have, I started
I
it
have a
because
couple
I
videos.
have two sons I have a son that's your age, and then I have a son a little older than you. And they're both on TikTok. And so, parents, they like to spy on their kids. So basically, I got TikTok to spy on my kids. Big up them men there in Nigeria. Yeah, so we get a lot of scams, and they're like from like other parts of the world. We call them Nigerian scams. They don't have to be from Nigeria, but they're generally like somebody catfishing a person to try and take money and whatever in various different ways, you know, like sending them Western Unions or, you know, wiring it to them, or like lately I've been having people contact me about Bitcoin. They want my advice on Bitcoin and they're hoping I could help fund them. And I was like, what? No. Like, you said that you're like this, you know, fancy person, that you have this like fancy job or whatever, but you need my help on Bitcoin? You know more than me about Bitcoin is what I'm thinking. That's what tells me they're not real. That tells me that they're trying to scam me. We do invest.
Yeah, I do.
And I am a trader for a prop firm in my spare time.
I invest in stocks.
I do active trading.
I don't invest in good
Foreign
things.
Exchange. I have a little bit of cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I have cryptocurrency. That's it.
Nothing really worth writing home about.
Sadly, my stocks have not been doing great as of late.
Well, nothing.
They'll eventually go back up. So
I mean, the S&P 500 just took a dive. So
yeah.
Tech stocks are going down too right now.
Like literally all stocks, like all of my stocks. I'm not even joking you.
It could be like Andy. He was like, one day he was like, I lost 60,000 yesterday.
I think.
I was like, what? Oh my God. He's like, it was only 2% of my portfolio. I'm like,
yeah.
I think
it's depressing, but I know it'll eventually go back up. And the most important part is that I have the actual, you know,
medical stocks.
you want this?
Yeah.
And there was one other sector that they were saying is going to be okay.
I think they'll all be at least I think all mine will probably be okay eventually.
I mean, if it's a long-term investment,
yeah,
you just got to hold it through the downs, cuz
yep, that's the plan.
It's biased to go up, but especially stocks like Amazon, Apple. Granted, they're technically tech stocks, but they're like always going to succeed.
Yeah.
Kind of stocks. Maybe Ford, you know, Chevy.
Chevy shook a shit.
Chevy shook a shit.
Have you ever seen?
I'm the buckless youper.
Have you ever seen? Yeah.
Have I seen what?
Are we doing a garage sale?
Yeah, we did one. Well, we tried to do one last summer, but I have so much stuff I need to get rid of.
We got rid of some stuff.
Do you guys do garage sales over there?
I need to do a garage sale too. Okay, we got a queen size bed set we need to get rid of.
I'd like to get rid of mine. And then get like a little flatbed.
Yeah, see, this is all the ones I own.
Oh, she's got Tesla. I just saw that.
One. I mean, why wouldn't you these days?
Oh my gosh. I'm causing them. Yeah,
that's a lot of tech stocks, so
yeah,
that makes sense.
all right.
Yeah, I'm not in the stock market just now. Waiting until I have a little nest egg built up.
Yeah.
Well, he manages like a company's money, basically, is how it works.
Yeah. And even that, like the Forex market was kicked my ass this last week. So
You had me all thinking positive about you.
well, I mean, I'm not out the back door, but I did not make the progress that I wanted to make. I didn't make my goal for the week.
Well, maybe you should follow the news better.
Well, the news doesn't really affect the foreign exchange market that much.
Well, you told me you made a bet and then the news came out.
Well, the economic calendar I need to pay more attention to. Yeah. Yeah, the CPI.
Do you go to school right now or do you work somewhere? Already kind of buzzed.
I could tell.
What? How can you tell?
You just get bored with whatever I'm saying and you're just like, I'm just going to talk now.
Sometimes talk about boring stuff.
Well, that's fine. That's why I'm like, okay, I'll just stop talking.
Both and neither. Huh. 8 at the moment. Okay, at the moment. So I had a career before, and now I'm back in school because I have chosen a different career. So I'm going for a nursing degree. She already went to school. She's a dietitian. She can tell me what to
Bonafide.
eat. She can be like, this is not healthy for you. What are you doing? Stop eating that. Go eat this instead. Studies show this is healthier for you. This dude here, he spent the last 21 years in college.
Yeah, I'm about to finish.
He's going to get his 4-year degree after 21 years.
Literal career of college.
I mean, I don't know.
Professional college.
Yeah, I'm going to retire from college this year.
Literally, I thought my cousin was pretty bad because she changed her major 4 times, and it took her about 8 years to get her degree. But you take the cake.
Yeah, I know.
You take
Let's
the
see, what
cake
I've
and
had,
you eat it.
What, like 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back to accounting. So yeah, I've changed my major 5 times. Six times if you
6.
count going back to accounting.
It does count.
It does.
Yeah.
So.
He's changed his major 6 times. You can do it once, and that's okay. Do it more
I
than
just
that.
want to do everything. I want to do it all. I want to know it all.
There's YouTube.
That's what I've figured out in the last few years. But YouTube doesn't give you a credential that you can say, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm just gonna listen to YouTube.
That's why I started doing Khan Academy, because then I could put that on my resume.
That you
Can
sit
you
there
actually
and...
put Khan Academy on?
Well, yeah, you put it on your resume for the experimental pilot program.
Oh.
Experimental test pilot program.
I'm still thinking about whether or not. I mean, I probably will eventually get a master's. It's just still trying to figure out what I want a master's in, because like I thought I wanted a master's maybe in nutrition, but everyone says like, well, you know, if you get a master's in nutrition, it's just kind of like yeah, you'll learn a little bit more than what you learned with your bachelor's in nutrition, but not a lot more. It's kind of the same and blah blah blah.
It's more of a research degree, isn't it?
I mean, there's still a lot. It depends on which program you go through, because certain ones like include just more advanced stuff we didn't learn in undergrad. But and I don't really want a master's in public health because I don't really care about public policy. I know it's important, but it's not my passion. My passion is working with people individually. I'm like, maybe I should get a like master's in counseling or something, and then that way it'd
Yeah,
open up
you could
more
use
avenues.
together. You could use the
Get
two
a
together.
Master's in clinical psychology.
Yeah. So I might go that route.
I'm taking I'm taking sociological psychology this next term. I don't even know what that's going to be
UNC
like.
has a really good clinical psychology program.
How do you know this?
Do
because
they have it online?
There was at one point in time a chance for me to go do that as my job instead of what I'm doing currently.
Do they offer it online, or is it like an only in person?
You have to do part of it in person.
Guess it would depend.
Well,
on
I
how
don't. The
much-
masters you might be able to do online. I was looking at the doctorate.
Oh,
That would take you another 21 years.
Army would have paid for it and paid me to do it, so I would have been okay with that.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And it would have been a direct commission to, like, probably major.
I'm also still really thinking about like working towards, once I become a dietitian, working towards being a certified diabetes educator. So in order to do that, I have to have I have to have like, I think 2 or 5 years. I can't remember. There's a certain amount of years I have to have before I can even take the test and have the certification. And then obviously it has to be specifically like working with patients who have diabetes. I can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm working with these people and I'm earning my, credits towards that.
I gotcha.
But
You could just work with me and tell everybody, you're like, oh yeah, I have patients. They have very complicated nutritional needs.
Yeah.
Not diabetes, though.
Not diabetes.
Diabetes is not very complicated.
I don't have diabetes, though. I just need other help.
But the reason I
Nutrition.
like it so much is because, like, there's just so much misconception behind it. And, like, a lot of people think, oh, like, I have to stop eating carbs. And it's like, no, you actually still, you need your carbs. And, you know, like, you just have to make sure you eat them consistently. And the you know, certain, like, you have to figure out which ones make your blood sugar spike more than others. And
we took Chrissy
pairing
Gumi
foods, you know, stuff like that.
Would we tell you about Chrissy Gumi's Diabetic Gorge fest that she had?
Oh my gosh.
So we had
Chrissy
it
Gumi
was
is our
around-
daughter. We're adopting her.
It was around her birthday, and then my birthday is pretty shortly thereafter. So we had a bunch of like cupcakes and cookies and like stuff in the house, and they were all over there, and they were like set aside for when we were gonna celebrate her birthday. Well, she can't, you know, we sit on the couch in the morning and she gets ready for school, and then she goes out the door. She left to go to school, and I walked into the kitchen and I was like, hey, Chrissy May, did you eat any of these cookie sandwiches over here?
They're like 2 chocolate chip cookies with a bunch of frosting in between them. So it's like a cookie sandwich.
It's like an inch of frosting between these cookies.
Yeah,
Yes, we
we're
are
adopting
a
my
kid.
niece, actually. She went
Our
through a lot.
niece?
Well, our niece. Well, she's biologically mine.
your niece. But
Yeah, biologically my niece.
But yeah, I walked in there and literally all the cookies were eaten. Like 8 of the 12
They were
cupcakes
buy one, get
were
one
eaten.
free. So she ate 12 of those cookie things.
In the course of like 2 minutes. I don't know how she did it. Hey, Gandalf.
Gandalf, what you up to? Playing games.
You are cool,
Hey,
man.
Gandalf, say hi to One True Villain. He's from Bulgaria. He's been hanging out with us.
Yeah, he's a new follower on Chrissy May 37's
I mean,
Twitch
my
channel,
Twitch is better than this Twitch.
obviously.
You never know what you're going to get with me on there.
No
I
arguments
might
here.
take my tank top off. I mean, I have a bunch of people will chat me up in there. After parties when I'm super drunk.
Yep.
We just talk about whatever. One guy asked to see a dildo one day.
I remember.
I was like, nope,
Steve
not
and,
showing you nothing.
Steve and Gandalf were freaking out about it. They're like, hey, a guy's asking to see her dildo over there. And he's like,
It's funny. I would have just gotten a cucumber or something from the fridge.
They might think that's really your dildo, though.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
might. They might
That's
think
like
that.
a little thing.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Dildon? Hell yeah. Bazinga. But yeah, she had all that. So, and then I caught her. We have the Thai tea down there.
Yep.
It's got like 23 grams of sugar in it already, and she's over here with the sugar, just like spooning sugar into it. I was like, kiddo, you don't gotta add sugar to that. It's got sugar in it. Oh, it's bland. No, don't put sugar. So we're at dinner
I've been
tonight.
hiding honey throughout the house because if I have like a sore throat or something and I want to make some tea with honey, she just dumps like, she'll make one drink and it's a ton of honey.
You know, I was
It's all
thinking
gone.
part of probably why she's also doing it is dopamine. Because like it's a huge
Yeah.
like I noticed I do it sometimes too when I catch myself doing it because I have ADHD and I'm not medicated. So there are some times where like I'll notice like I'm on like dopamine like rant.
Dopamine
Like, we're all just
high.
It's all sugar.
That's how she is.
And like
And it's
tonight at
crazy.
dinner, we went to the Mexican restaurant down there in Spring Lake,
Which
and
is super good. We gotta go
super
there.
tasty.
Which one?
Guacaholic.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Super
So
tasty.
I really like their margaritas. There's only like a couple dishes
That's what I heard.
that I actually like from them, but
Well, I've had their Barrios tacos, and I've had
I haven't tried their barrio tacos.
had
I think I'll try that next time I go.
street tacos
but-
tonight, and they were delicious too.
I had taco salad with sizzling beef.
But
It was
Chrissy
good.
Gumi and I got the same thing, and I was like scarfing mine down. They were delicious, and she's like, "These taste bland."
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like,
She's like, does yours taste bland? And he's like, I don't know what you're thinking, but they're definitely not bland. She's like, oh yeah, they're bland. And she took the salsa for the chips and started pouring it on her stuff.
It's like,
What?
it's not how you eat street tacos, but okay. So
Like,
I was like, you know
what?
what that means? That means you got to lay out the sugar and lay out the salt because your taste buds are
Whack.
Yeah.
Whack.
not tasting anything.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe she had COVID and we didn't know it and she doesn't have taste buds?
I mean, she has been saying a lot of stuff is bland lately,
Oh, got me sick.
but she tested negative. We
No,
got her
the one
tested
time
so
when
many times.
I had COVID, they didn't test her. They just said we're gonna treat her like she has it because she has symptoms.
Oh, they didn't give her a test?
No.
What the hell? Hello, big pee-pee. How you doing, man?
Big peepee BBX. What's the BBX stand for?
I don't know
Big
if I want to
black-
know.
X-rays?
Why do you assume it's black?
That's what BB usually means.
Oh,
Or big beautiful xylophones. That's probably what it is. Big beautiful xylophones.
Beatbox.
Oh,
okay.
beatbox. Okay.
you're so lame. Gitch, you're so lame.
Big
Woo.
PP beatbox. All right, that works.
Where are you at? BBX? Beatbox. Beatbox, where are you coming from? We're in North Carolina.
Wish I was
In the-
cool enough to beatbox.
He can
I
kind
used
of,
to
but
do it
it's
all the
really
time.
lame.
It's
He
not-
does it. And
I
it's
mean,
like,
I can't do it as good as the people on like YouTube, but I can keep a beat.
like the pentatonics. They can
Well, yeah,
beatbox.
those guys that are professional. I never really got that into it. It's mostly just me and Ian annoying people at the movie theater.
There's some. So, anyways, I'm not to go back on that track, but I think I saw something about ADHD. I'll have to see if I can find it again on like other ways to get your dopamine fix versus like food, like sugar and stuff like that.
Yeah, she should be a daredevil or something instead. No, that's what she's doing
Yeah,
with her relationships.
yeah, risky behavior.
USA, the shit show place.
Bwah, bwah, bwah.
That's very true. We are such
No
a shit
arguments
show.
here.
Hey, thanks for following.
There it is. Another follower for Chrissy May.
Hmm.
If you pull it down, it'll.
Did I pull it down?
Yeah, there he is, right there.
Woo. I'm going to follow back. I love having people to follow.
I was just petting.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I just want some attention, you guys. We have a dog underneath the table. He's my little puppy. He's 4 months old. But he's been kind of out of control tonight. Well, not out of control. We had a dog that,
For a puppy.
yeah,
No,
He's very good for puppy.
Very good for a puppy.
like, he's gonna be my service dog. So I've been training him and socializing him and stuff. I took him to the doctor's office today, and then I took him to the school, and he was really good. Like, he was total perfect dog. Get him home, and then he was losing his shit. He was like,
He's
I
done.
gotta play, I gotta
Yeah.
play.
It's like
He's
the end of the
I've done my
workday.
service.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time for fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Work hard, play hard, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's how he was. And I was like, he got crazy. Like, he was like jumping all over the place. And he had like the crazy face. Like, his little teeth were like, and then his eyes were like, as if he was like blowing in the wind or something.
He walks
And-
around. He walks around with his mouth open. Like,
Yeah, he's like,
You like the drinks back there?
oh yeah, our
yeah,
little
that's
our
a little
liquor
liquor
cabinet.
cabinet. Yep.
Yeah. I've been thinking that we need like a locking liquor cabinet because we have
absolutely.
Yeah.
we have this kid.
She's gonna start wanting
She's
to get
gonna
into
start getting
Yeah.
into our drinks next.
because she noticed that she stopped mentioning how she wonders what it tastes like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We're gonna find it up in her room one of these days because
Yeah.
she's terrible at hiding things.
Oh yeah, the other day. So okay, I'm a lip gloss fanatic. Like, I love lip glosses. I have to have one on me all the time. Maybe 5 of them on me all at one time. Like, I'm addicted. And then so I had a whole bunch on my computer desk, and then they were just gone. And so I was like, where the heck are they? So went upstairs to her bathroom and opened the little middle drawer at the top of her like drawers and everything. And there they all were, just hanging out, all my stuff, just hanging out in her bathroom. So I scooped them all back up and took it. And then I asked her the next day, I'm like, why did you take all my shit? She's like, well, I was trying something with makeup. And I was like, you're freaking 12. You're not allowed to wear makeup. Why are you taking my stuff? I don't know. So, I mean, everything's under lock and key at this point now. Except for the drinks, apparently. We got to get that under lock and key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think about we need a chain for the refrigerator when she goes crazy eating. I'm like, I'm just going to padlock that refrigerator. But then that would seem like abuse.
Yeah, that would be like if we had people over and they're like, why is your fridge padlocked? Keep the kid from eating.
The home study happens.
My aunt got on me when I think I tried wearing makeup when I was 12 too, and she was like, take that shit off your face.
Yeah, I didn't wear makeup until I was older,
And
that's
I think
for
I was
sure.
about 14 then started doing it.
Yeah, me too.
That's a reasonable age.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not old enough to legally make your own email, probably shouldn't be wearing makeup.
Yeah.
Well, I bought my own makeup with my babysitting money.
Just like she bought her own gum with her whatever money.
Her own
think
gum
they're
with
that
her
different.
whatever.
I don't agree.
That's what she's always saying. She's always like, our generation's different than your generation. I was like, yeah, only that
doesn't
you
mean
think
I'm
you're
just
more
not gonna
entitled.
say no.
Yeah.
Her generation is the entitled generation. That's how they all act.
I honestly don't care if she tries
And none
to
of them know what gender
rebel.
they are.
Like
It
she can
seems
go
like it's
ahead.
like a disease or something. It just spreads. Like, oh, I think I'm polyamorous today. Oh, I think I'm gender fluid. Oh, I think I'm bisexual. Oh, you know what? I don't know what I am. But then the next day, oh yeah, I think I'm transgender. Like these kids, they don't have a clue what's going on in their head. They just are like throwing stuff to see what sticks to the wall.
Well, we didn't know what the hell was going on at her age either.
No.
I did. I knew that I had a babysitting job at such and such time, and I was going to be there and be on time. I wasn't going to let no kids poison me, because that did happen once. They tried to poison me. And, I had horses I had to take care of, and I had animals, and I had, like, chores to do in the house. So I had all my shit figured out, what I was doing in that day. And it was not worrying about what relationship I was going to be in and with who.
Yeah, because you're too busy. That's the problem. The kids aren't busy. They got too much
They're
leisure
bored.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Put them to work.
We're going to start a camp over here for kids that need to find stuff to do. I'm going to put them to work in my kitchen.
Kids that need to learn how to
You
work
can
good
reorganize
do
all
other
my
stuff
shelves.
good, too.
To need to learn work.
Who is that? Viva?
Yeah.
I can hear.
Yeah, she's I think she might want to go outside, but she's terrible about asking. She's just like passive aggressively sits in front of the door. Like, hope somebody lets me out soon. Well, now that you mention it.
We gotta like move all that stuff away from the very by the or whatever, because like.
Oh, out on the patio? Yeah. Yeah, I had to move the pooper scooper thing because she doesn't know how to walk around it. She just gets.
It right now.
Oh, it's on the ground again?
Yeah.
I just moved it off the ground earlier today.
There. They're right by the crate.
Hmm.
We're gonna have to like get some of that like old stuff, right now. The crate thing.
Or just get a new crate. No, it was like not even $50.
Just
Been out there long enough. Probably just need to replace it. That's my feelings. You're new to the channel. I think Discord bot should send this, or Restream bot. So our Discord. There you go. That should send to the other. Did it send out?
Yeah.
It didn't send to Chrissy Mays. I don't know how I can send it to Chrissy Mays. Well, yours, yeah. That's where all your follows are coming from. You're streaming. But I don't know if I set up a chat bot for you yet. Let's see.
Oh, you did?
Nope.
He's just writing it in there.
Well, we do have a Discord. The link is in the chat over on twitch.tv/GitchGumi.
Charlie is like, what you got? Is it for
Oh
me?
yeah, we did get that thing just specifically for tonight.
Just making little grunty sounds. Mm-hmm.
You laying down? Is she back in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Be right back. Gotta break the seal.
Yeah, Gandalf, I know what you're saying as far as, the whole rebellion thing, but that, that's not a reason to not have rules.
It's not gonna change
And
anything.
especially for a kid like Chrissy Gumi,
Yeah.
she needs structure.
She's,
And
for sure she's gonna do shit that she shouldn't be doing, unfortunately. Just, I know because I feel like I was Chrissy Gumi, just not as bad. But
one of the downsides to being a parent of somebody with RAD is you're seen as overly strict because you have to have clear rules for somebody with that condition.
Whoa.
Then on top of it, she got other stuff going on that makes it hard for her to manage social situations, so.
This is gonna help me out
Okay.
because I've drank a lot already.
Mm-hmm.
My fingertips, I don't even feel them.
About the alcohol or the neuropathy? Harley, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to get Mom's attention.
He's watching that lid go up and down. He's like, that thing is
I don't know,
moving.
yeah, I don't know what's not even close. Although I have been seeing like shadow figures moving around, so maybe we're haunted right now.
Oh, did you read the thing on Lynn and Oaks about the haunting like house on like Periwinkle or something like that?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that.
It was caught on their like camera, their ring light.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Then the husband looked at it and was like, all right, when are we moving?
They send it to the management? Be
I
like,
don't know. I
you
didn't.
need to exorcise this ghost off my property. As the landlord, it's not my responsibility, it's yours. I know when we moved in, there was a bunch of people talking about it was an Indian burial ground. It's like, really?
That's all over the place.
Yeah. They were here for thousands of years before we even showed up, so. One could argue they were here for nigh on millions of years before we even showed up. I don't know. How old is the human race?
Mm.
They were here whenever giant sloths roam the land. I know that because the reason giant sloths are extinct is because prehistoric man killed them all.
How do you know that?
I read it in a book.
Mm. Was one of the black kittens being nice? Look at her. She like backs up. They're so skittish right now. I don't know what the deal is. My mom. Yes. Mm-hmm.
My house I grew up in was haunted by my grandpa. He built it. He built the house. And my mom told me. My mom yelled at him and kicked him out.
Kicked him out? Kicked the ghost out.
Yeah.
Told him he wasn't welcome.
Did it really work?
It usually
Doubt.
does.
According to her, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they're not
She said
spirits that
that
have evil intent.
yeah, she said that she walked into the living room and he was sitting on the couch. And she said, "You don't live here anymore. You need to leave." And then he never showed up again.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I lived in Air Force housing, Air Force old officer housing out in South Dakota. And it was super creepy in the basement. It was like Blair Witch creepy. And then I don't remember what happened. I was always creeped out in the basement, but then somebody, like our family was visiting or something like that when my son was born, and they said that they saw somebody hanging from the rafters in the basement.
Ugh.
Our basement was super creepy.
In Washington?
No,
Oh.
when I was growing up, the house that my grandpa was haunting.
My mom
And
lived
had
in a couple haunted houses.
It had, when I was a young child,
Landed in my drink.
it had a wood burning furnace down there. And there was like this little, like, it was like a cardboard tube that we used to keep wood in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was around the time that we were switching, we were getting rid of the wood burning stove to put in a gas heater.
Jorge.
But I was down there in this like concrete tube, like rolling around. Because what else are you going to do with an empty or cardboard tube?
Mm-hmm.
Because what else are you going to do with an empty cardboard tube that's big enough for you to fit in as a kid? But the opening of the tube was facing away from the stairs. That was Barley.
Oh.
The opening of the tube was facing away from the stairs. And all of a sudden I heard this, like, I thought it was a bear. There was just something crashing around down in the basement.
It
And I
was you.
like, no, it wasn't me.
Oh.
It was me until, and then I was just like laying there like, this is so much fun. And then I hear crap crashing around. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I'm like freaking out, and I work up the courage to like peek around the side to see what the hell's going on. It was my mom doing laundry.
I was choked.
My mom said she actually legit, when her and my grandma lived in a house in Virginia, this was when my grandma was married to my actual grandpa, who was in the military. My mom said that she saw a ghost, like young, like 13-year-old girl walking up the stairs with like the candlestick.
Oh.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Was convinced that the house we moved into in Stillwater was haunted too by a bunch of kids.
I mean, they probably just haunted her because she was a mean as fuck lady.
Because she was. She was down in the basement doing laundry. And she heard kids running around upstairs, like laughing and running back and forth down the hallway. Now, my adult brain says it was probably the cat or something running up and down the hallway, making some clatter. But she swears it was kids playing, and she went, "You all need to go home right now!" And never happened again.
I mean, I don't know. Your parents drank a lot.
It's true, they did.
can you really believe anything? She's probably like,
I mean, I was pretty sure that the house I
it's
grew
probably
up in
Maury
was haunted.
Povich on the TV, and she's like yelling at kids that are make believe.
I was pretty certain that our house that I grew up in was haunted. But I saw some stuff there that I still can't explain.
I saw some stuff in my grandfather's house that I couldn't explain, and the funeral home. But
Well, of course, the funeral home's haunted. Come on.
Yeah. That's where all the dead bodies are at.
it was super crazy though. Like, we were kids, you know? So it was kind of weird to see like a face in the mirror that looked like your grandfather that was dead.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, and it wasn't just me, it was me and my cousin, and then my other cousin came in and said that she saw something in the reflection on the bathroom stall door.
Corroborated accounts. Did he get wrapped around
Huh.
He was trying to get free.
Huh. My mom said that she saw like all of my dad's like siblings right after they passed, like at the foot of her bed. And
Now.
showed up.
I haven't been drinking, but when the robot was reading that sentence, I thought it was going to say a figure of Grandma Bowling going down on something.
That'd be horrible. I mean, nope. I just can't imagine. She was legit like the scary witch in Snow White, you know,
The
Oh,
cackly
crooked
looking
nose.
witch.
yeah, that's who my grandma reminded me of.
Huh.
She had a chin
Oh,
she had a
with
chin hair.
With the apple? There's
Mhm.
the apple. Okay.
Yeah, she had a hair on her chin out of a mole that was super long. She had like one of those, she had the same nose as the cackly witch. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was super weird. I had like something showed up in my black and white TV saying that he was gonna die. And then he died later the next day.
Wow.
It was weird. But I used to get deja vu a lot around that time when I was like that age or whatever too. So I was like,
I used to get deja vu a lot when I was younger too.
hey,
Daz, how are you doing? Welcome to the show, man. It's good to see you.
Linden Wave.
Oh, look at that. Little animated emoji there.
Daz, I saw that. I feel like you were streaming earlier. What were you up to? What was I doing? I was somewhere and I couldn't check it out. I was probably at a
Yeah,
doctor.
you were probably at a doctor's appointment.
I don't know, the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me. I've never seen anything, but I've like
Oh,
heard
it was the
things
other day. Yeah.
or like felt things. So like the scariest one that ever happened to me was like we went hiking in San Diego when we were living there with some friends. It was midday and we're just hiking along, and I swear to you, I legit heard someone screaming like for help. Like, and like that frantic, like, please help me. I started panicking. I'm like, somebody needs to call 911 right now. And everyone looked at me like real weird, like,
What are you talking about?
I'm like, you guys don't hear that? Hear what? And I was like, someone is like screaming for help, like right now. And I was like panicked. Like I was so panicked because like I felt the panic. It was weird. And like, and then I was like, okay, no one else hears it. So clearly like it's not real. And then like later that day, like we like remembered, like it was like later on that day, we remembered like I think a year or two ago that like there was a girl who was like unfortunately like raped and murdered in that area, and we had totally forgotten about it. And I was like, I bet that's probably what I was hearing, was like I was rehearing what she was experiencing for whatever reason. Like we were in the area that she had died. That was crazy.
Yeah, like the residual energy or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, crazy. See that on Ghost Adventures.
Mm-hmm. Zach Baggins,
I mean, it could have been her too, but could have been residual energy.
relative of Bilbo Baggins.
Do you think so?
That's what I always think whenever he says his name is Zach Baggins. Be like, he's going on an adventure. Like the Bagginses.
You haven't drank anything.
No?
Yeah, you're weird.
And then when we lived in Tacoma, I mean, I told you we had a ghost in our house too in Tacoma. I think it was an old lady. I never told Ryan because like I thought it would freak him out, but I wasn't really worried about it because it wasn't like a Maleficent ghost. It was just kind of there.
Kind of like Jorge.
But I knew it was there. Like I was like always would hear things. I would like lights would flicker like at weird times for no reason. And I was just like, there's someone here. Like
What was that?
Biba.
um
Oh, tell us about
Yeah,
this.
let's hear about that.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and so my friend who's like really sensitive to ghosts, she came over to my house and she's like, you have a ghost, old lady ghost that lives in your house? I was like, yeah.
It was an old lady.
I was like, I don't see her. I haven't ever actually seen one yet, but I know that she's there.
I mean,
And she was like, yeah, she's not really mean
we've
or
all
anything.
done dumb stuff as kids that almost got us killed, probably.
Almost dying is not dumb. That's like some serious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like an accident and then that was the result? You almost died?
Ryan got hit by a car when he was a kid and he ended up in the hospital, and he said he remembers himself like floating above himself
Me too.
and like looking down at himself and his family.
I went into shock after I had my tonsils taken out. And I remember seeing everybody standing around me. Like after I was out of the recovery room and in my room. But I was like behind the curtain or something. Like, everybody, I could see them all in front of me around my bed. And I was like behind the curtain or something. It's weird. I guess I was trying to die
Maybe.
from just my tonsils. Of all things.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
But it's super weird. Earlier that week before, there was a girl on Care 11 News that had a tonsillectomy and then she died. So then I was like, oh great, I'm getting my tonsils out. This is gonna happen to me.
So you were ready.
I was ready. Well, it was really funny though. I
And
decided
then God
that
was like, no. Get back in your body.
Get back. Get back. Well,
You're not supposed to be
not
here
done
yet.
yet.
the day before I went to get my tonsils out, I decided I was gonna make some homemade noodles. I don't know. I saw it on some show or something, like Young Can Cook or something, and so I was like making I was making noodles and I hung them all over all of like the handles in the kitchen because I didn't have a noodle hanger.
Yeah.
So I like had it hung all over in the kitchen, and then I just remember when I got home from like having my tonsils out, all these dried things of like carb, like flour stuff, flour and egg were just stuck to all the cabinets.
Your grandpa told you that, or told your mom that you had the family gift?
I didn't know there was a gift about it. I wouldn't call it a gift by any means.
Mm-mm.
I used to get like freaked out because I would get like deja vu and it would freak me out. I get crazy dreams. I don't
I've
know.
had some crazy dreams that have actually happened.
Yeah, me too. And it was like
I did when I was younger, but I haven't in a long time.
I was reading something that said that that's really common for like younger kids to like have like real premonitions happen and stuff, that they're more like sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're more connected. They're more in tune.
So like when my son Ray was passing away, I was holding him, and then little Clay, my son, he was older than Ray, and they allowed him to like come, you know, like see the baby before he passed away or whatever. And so I'm holding baby Ray in my arms, and he's on a ventilator, so you can't tell like when he passes away because his chest is going to keep pumping up and down. And all of a sudden Clay was like going, oh no, baby Ray, and he was pointing up like and looking up like doing that. And then I was like concerned about like what Clay was doing, and then I was concerned about like looking at my son that I was holding, because it was the first time I ever held him, you know. And so I was like, oh, you know, I want to pay attention to everything, but Clay was distracting me by saying baby Ray's name and pointing at like the ceiling. And then it wasn't much long, like maybe half a minute later, and I didn't feel like it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Like something felt off. And I told the nurse, I was like, can you check his heart? Because I think he's not my son anymore. And he had already passed away.
Oh.
So I kind of wonder if Clay like saw the soul or something, or, you know, like whatever. Like, I mean, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't have seen it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, it's like my dad always tells a story that he and I we used to go on walks all the time around the house because we lived on 5 acres of land, and then we had big old corn farms.
The neighbor
right next to us.
Yeah.
So we'd just go walk through the cornfield or whatever, and one time I was 3 years old, and we were walking through like this little forest part, and he was just pointing out all the trees because he has a forestry degree. So
Yeah.
like, well, this is an oak tree, and this is this kind of tree, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, you know, Dad, God says you don't know everything.
No.
Wow. Yeesh.
Holy cow, that's like
That's scary. That's
what is that? Like
traumatizing.
stink sand? What is
Yeah.
this?
Quicksand.
Quicksand, yeah.
Dang, man.
How long ago was this? Wait, was this like in like the mountains like Tennessee or something like that? Man, this is back in the day when parents didn't have a clue what the kids were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's kind of sad is like someone posted, I'm still like in a lot of like the hiking groups for Washington because I like seeing the posts of the hikes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw on one of the hikes, someone posted, I guess like they were warning people not to like go swimming in the water because like the waters are too cold and there's like rapids or whatever. So like, I guess a bunch of people have
Oh,
died.
duh. Okay.
that
Why did I
area.
think you were in Tennessee?
I don't know.
He's
And
my
I guess like
favorite.
the person's husband had died there, the person who had posted about it. So that's why she was like letting people know. But she said like, you know, there's no signage warning people about how dangerous it is. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy because there's so many hikes I've been on in North Carolina with like up on mountains where there's rocks and stuff. And it's like danger. People have died like in
Hell
this
yeah,
area.
Gaz.
Like, you know,
That would
because
be
they went
terrifying.
off
It's
trail
kind of
and
crazy
did
to
something
hear
they
about
shouldn't
it.
do,
Like,
you know?
freaking scary. The
Yeah, that's
closest
what's scary,
the closest thing I have to your experience is when I was a little girl. You know, we had a lot of snow in Minnesota, and so I remember I was playing at the end of the driveway. There was a big mound of snow from the plow that like pushes the snow up and everything. And I was like standing on top of the mound of snow, and then all of a sudden I just went and sunk into it.
Oh no.
And like my hands were up like this, and you know how like you have your mittens like crocheted and like looped through your
Yeah.
jacket hands or whatever? Well, it came off my hands, but like there was still just hanging there, and I was there forever. Like screaming. I'd see cars driving by. I'd be like yelling. I couldn't move my hands. Like I was like literally just like
Stuck.
this.
Yeah,
stuck.
you're just stuck.
Yeah. And so then I got like frostbite from that. But like I was out there forever. And I remember my grandpa came over and then found me.
He was probably wondering where the heck you were.
Yeah.
Well, my mom was in the house.
Man.
It's the 80s.
Yeah.
Did Ryan and I ever tell you guys about what happened to us when we lived in Alabama? When we got lost
No.
in the trail? We never told you about that?
I bet that would annoy you. What was that?
I was asking if Ryan and I ever told you about the time that we went hiking in Alabama and we got lost on the trail. So we went, it wasn't actually, the trail wasn't in Alabama, but it was in Florida. But you know, just right below the Alabama, like where the Alabama Florida line was kind of like in that area. Ryan and I had hiked the trail before, not the whole trail, because it was like a 14-mile trail, but we hiked some of it, and we were friends with a bunch of people in Alabama that went hiking, and we told them about the hiking trail and how cool it was. So we all planned a trip to go hiking there. So the first time we went there with these people, our hiking friends, my friend who was an EMT in Alabama, he unfortunately broke his ankle like 5 miles in on saw palmetto. He slipped on saw palmetto and cracked his ankle.
Jeez.
So obviously we had to turn around. Well, then once he got better, and like a couple months down the road, it was like 6 months maybe, I don't know how long, but we went back to the trail and we planned to do the 14 miles one way. So what we did was staged cars. We had cars at the beginning, we had cars at the end, and we started early.
Dad.
That's awesome, Daz. That's why we do
awesome.
it. Why we do it.
And
right here, Daz says.
My friend had invited other people from our, like, the hiking group to come. And so it was me, Ryan, the EMT guy, his wife, she was a nurse, and I think one other guy, and he'd come on other hikes before, but I was kind of worried about him because he kind of wasn't mentally normal. Like he was kind of had some mental issues where he wasn't very cognizant of a lot of things. He had diabetes, and he really didn't know how to take very good care of his blood sugars.
Jeez, that's scary to go hiking with somebody like that.
And he had like a 12-ounce water bottle for a 14-mile hike and 4 cookies. And we're like, that's all you brought? And my friend had planned that he was going to do this because he kind of knew him. So he brought him like real food, more water. But the guy was like slowing us down the entire time because he was like taking pictures of everything. And like, we're like, hey man, like we get you want to take pictures, but like we've got to go because it's 14 miles.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to get to the end of this trail before the end of the daylight. And like about, I want to say maybe 6-ish miles in, he started looking really peaked.
Oh
and
God.
My friend's like, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. Well, I have to call somebody to come get us. And so he called like the forest people to come get the guy. And he's like, I'll meet you guys at the end. And so it was me, Ryan, and the guy's wife. And we decided we were going to go ahead and finish out the trail. We all had headlamps. We were prepared just in case it got dark. We had headlamps. Well, our headlamps were not enough. So it got, like, Ryan and I were booking it, but his wife couldn't keep up with us. And she said, you know, go ahead, you know, you guys go. And I felt okay leaving her because she had like a full pack of stuff. She was a nurse. I was like, okay, she's okay by herself. Like, I'm not too worried about her be by herself. It turned dark. We turned on our headlights, and I, within 10 minutes, lost the trail. Could not see the trail. The trail markers, nothing. Complete pitch black. Even with my headlamp, wasn't enough to illuminate. And then we heard a blowhorn, her blowhorn. And I'm like, we don't know what's wrong. Like, we have no idea what's wrong with her. And I'm like, we can't. I told Ryan, I'm like, we can't go get her. Like, we're going to get lost trying to find her. We have to find our way out. That is our goal right now. And I mean, he was in agreement with it, you know, and it felt awful to make that decision, knowing that you don't know what's wrong. Like, you don't know if they're lost. You don't know if they're hurt. You don't know what's going on. Like, you know, if something's wrong because she's blowing her air horn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we can't go try and find her. So I thankfully, like, I went like this with my headlamp around trying to find a flasher, like a reflector. I found a reflector, like it looked like it was that way. So I'm like, okay, we're going that way towards the reflector. That way we can figure out like what's up there. That might be the trail, whatever. I don't know. So we head up towards the reflector, and it led us to like this, like, cause like the trail we were walking on was like connected to like game lands, and there was like cars that could, you know, like people that could drive on the game lands, to include like Forest Service and anyone else who wanted to hunt in the area. So we're like, okay. By the time we got there, I could see and hear where the road was. So I was like, we're going to the road. We're gonna go get help from the road. That's what we're doing. So we were walking along the Forest Service road, and then a truck that had been hunting all day was leaving. We flagged them down and rode in the back of their truck. We asked them to take us to our car and told them where our car was at. They had like 20 something plus beer cans in their car. I'm like,
Oh,
are we gonna survive?
yeah. I'm like, but we don't have any other choice. I'm like, we don't have any other choices at this point, because we're taking our chances of going to the road and actually having someone legit be okay, like with us, like,
yeah,
you know, and come try and like stop for us. I mean, it is Alabama. There's a better chance of people stopping for you, but still.
And you being two people together are less likely to be serial
True.
killers. So
Yeah. So the guys take us to our car, and of course our phones are dead too. So that was the other issue. So as soon as I got back to my car, I charged my phone up, and I call his wife, or I call him, the lady's wife, my friend. And I'm like, your wife is lost in the woods. Like, I don't know where she's at. This is approximately where I think she's at, but I'm not like 100% sure, you know, because we lost her because we were walking faster than she could keep up, and she said to go ahead. And he's like, I've already called, you know, wildlife, game and wildlife rescue, whatever people, like, he was on top of it. He was like, they're looking for you, her, Ryan. And I'm like, well, call them back and tell them to stop looking for me and Ryan, because we're fine.
We made it out.
Please don't call anybody on our behalf. And Ryan was like, oh crap, we can't. I think because, you know, he was in flight school, so he's like, I can't have that on my record. Like, So my friend called them immediately and was like, yeah, no, they're fine. They found their way back to their car, and she got found about an hour later. It took them an hour to find where she was at. And then, like, I guess like the people who found her, the forest people, they said, I think there was like a couple miles away, they had seen or heard a bear. So she wasn't too far off from a bear, which was kind of crazy. But yeah,
I mean, if she's making a lot of noise, though, there's probably gonna avoid her.
But it was like super close call for us. Like, we almost didn't find our way out. That's
crazy.
I was so scared. Like, that is the most scared, other than being lost in Tijuana, that I've ever been. Like, I'm lost in the middle of the woods. I panicked for about 5 seconds, and then I was like, we need to find the road.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I've never been that lost in the woods, but I feel like I've been with friends that have felt that lost. But I always just had, like, growing up, I probably don't anymore, but when I was a kid, I just had a sense of where I was. Like, I just knew where I was, and like, worst case scenario, I knew how to go back to where I started, if not get to where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
So I'm just drinking soda. I gotta work early in the morning tomorrow, so I'm not partaking in the imbibements.
We've been doing Captain Morgan orange vanilla twist with Coke Zero cherry, and then I used Sprite, and now I'm just drinking Sprite alone. It is good. It's very tasty. Oh, and it had gotten so cold.
I bet.
It was so cold. Like I always have an issue with my hands when it's really cold. And I had gloves on, and I still I couldn't even move my hands like this. Like, it hurt so bad.
You had Sierra Mist or lemon lime, like soda. It's basically what Sprite is. Well, I don't know if it's that popular in the UK.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know Fanta's popular over there.
Mhm.
I think Fanta might have a lemon
I
lime
think they
flavor
do.
over there.
Mhm.
That might be what people drink instead of Sprite. But I've not been to the UK. I've been to Germany. I have been in Scotland. I just don't remember. It was like a layover on sleeping on the floor of a C-17. And then
Yeah.
spending an evening in a hotel, and then another.
All I remember about
17-hour
Ireland
flight.
is drinking alcohol.
Well,
All the booze.
yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see that part of Scotland. I didn't really get to see anything of Scotland. We got in after it was dark, and we left before the sun came up. So
Although I will say I was really hoping when we went to Ireland that we were going to find more like traditional type foods, but they had a lot of Americanized foods. We did find some, but
Oh, you're Welsh? Oh, yeah, I remember now. We were trying to think of all the weird Welsh names that we've heard on the TV one time. Once upon a time.
I do remember in Italy we drank a lot of San Benedetto.
Yeah, when you guys came back, Ryan was obsessed with that stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
He's
Yeah,
still-
the Welsh flag. I
He's
remember.
still obsessed with San Benedetto.
Yeah, he loves that stuff.
Every now and then we can find it at the cheese place in Southern Pines. Sometimes they have it. He gets so jazzed. He's like, "Oh my god, we have San Benedetto!"
Isn't it just seltzer water?
It's not just seltzer water. It's like the best seltzer
Oh.
water you've ever had.
Okay, well,
San Benedetto.
it's a very low bar as far as I'm concerned.
You can't get it at the commissary.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah. Ryan told us about it.
I don't remember him ever saying he found it at the commissary before.
Yeah, they have it there. So. He told us about it when we were in Washington, and that's where I found it, was at the commissary.
Hmm.
And they have it here too.
He's never brought it home from the commissary though.
That's weird.
Get down.
Barley, get down, crazy.
Cheese and meat.
I had to put on something warmer,
Oh, yeah?
but not too warm.
That's why you shut the window?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that story, I don't know if you were listening up there or what, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I was
Them getting
listening.
lost in the woods.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. He just showed the Welsh flag and the dragon. Barley?
Yeah, that's
What are
what
you doing?
we're talking about. When Daz was on, telling us where he's from and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, and you know what? I'm really horrible about remembering where people are from because we meet so many different people.
well, I'm really horrible about remembering where people are from because I'm just a terrible person.
I do get like, I do try to follow like what they're up to. Like that's why I follow everybody that follows us, because I want to see like, hey, if they're streaming, I want to pop in and say, hey,
Be supportive.
you know, yeah. or not even just be, I mean, yeah, it's being supportive, but like, I want to like show that, what? Oh, DW about
Don't worry
that.
about that.
Oh, well,
Yeah, don't
I
tell
just
me.
want people to know, like, I care about them, you know, more than just like, you know, oh, it's a follow or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm interested in what they're
Like, you
doing.
actually wanna
Yeah.
yeah, I'm the same way.
Like, we're obviously not going to be best friends. We're in a different continent from each other. But,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I take that back. I have a very good close friend that's in the UK.
Yeah. What was that?
What in the world?
Oh, she's after the moth. Great. She's going to break everything.
Uh-huh.
Whole house is going to come crashing down.
I really appreciate it. Oh.
Yeah, Daz, I think you were upstairs, but Daz was saying he loves that we do the show.
No, I saw that.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah,
Okay,
that was
good.
before I went upstairs.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's why we do the show.
What?
It's saying I have a exam overdue. There's no way. I took it already. What in the world? Sorry, guys. I'm in school, and then I just got a notification that my like test that was due.
Just midnight. No, it's not midnight yet.
I don't get it. Yeah, I'm gonna look at my grades and be like, what the heck?
Oh.
I don't know
Well,
how. Well,
we
I mean,
appreciate the dedication.
I'm up at some crazy time sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh
Chrissy
my
May
god,
never sleeps.
that kitten. She's gonna knock all my stuff
Oh,
down
my
up there.
goodness.
She's the reason that Barley was chewing on the letters. Oh my gosh.
Hey, buddy.
Is it Dahlia? Discord. She's crazy.
Yep. Crazy kitties.
Okay, let's see the courses.
She's like, Dad, what are you doing?
What the heck is this all about?
Grades.
Giant claws. Barley,
You're
gonna get got.
yeah.
Cat cam. When? We used to have one.
We used to have one. Now the cat cam is Chrissy May's webcam. We gotta get more.
Yeah,
money
it
so
says
we
I
can buy
took
more
it and it
cameras.
has my score there, so I don't understand why I got an email saying it's overdue.
I would send your instructor an email and be like, "Get
Yeah.
bent, nerd." Little kitten, cat. We
What do they?
have
What do they look like?
5 cats.
What, you trying to one up him or something?
Yep. But we love all of our cats. They don't all love us.
And,
so.
and we love everyone else's cats too.
True. Cat lovers.
I love all the kitties.
I have to say I might like dogs better than cats.
I'm definitely a cat person.
I like cats more.
The cat's just always getting into some sort of shenanigans. Like those little
They're
kittens. Kittens are like the
Yeah.
Siamese cats on Lady and the Tramp. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we have
Yeah.
Discord.
Let me throw the link in. You can join up.
Discord.
There you go.
Look at her.
Oh no, it's showing up on yours.
What was it not?
Or is that my channel that you're on?
I don't know. I don't think I'm on mine. Yeah, I'm on
Oh,
yours.
okay.
Should I get on mine to see?
Well, no, this is your chat right here.
Oh, this is.
Mr. Barley.
Oh.
He's like, where's the food at? Where's
Yeah,
the
we
food?"
we definitely anybody that's new wants to join the Discord, go ahead and pop in there. We it's not super active, but we do share some things, you know, outside of the stream that go on and
Oh, where's your good
what
boy?
have you.
Barley's joining the show. He's like, hello. He really wants to cheese And crackers. That's what he really
Yeah,
wants.
he
What he's
does.
after. He's like, I'm a person at the table too, so
Yeah. Where's my stuff?
I couldn't help but notice you were all eating crackers and cheese without me.
Oh, Kaz is streaming at the same time that we're on.
Who?
You know Kaz.
I know him.
Do I know Kaz?
Yeah, he's one of our followers.
I think he's one of your followers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he came into the after party.
Really?
Pretty sure.
What the heck?
Weird. Can you copy pasta it?
Copy pasta?
Copy pasta.
He sounds weird.
Why you gotta get tangled up in every wire?
He's always trying to take the show down.
Yeah.
Come here, Pierre.
I'm looking.
He's okay.
Get down. You don't need all the attention. Pierre deserves some too.
Riley, you need to simmer your roll.
Oh, he's like, I want to be on your lap. That's my spot. Here you go, buddy. No.
What is your Discord? Okay, Daz, I'm going to send you a message. Well, it's a whisper. That's a message, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
She's sliding into your DMs.
I slid. Okay.
Leash back on?
Do you wanna add him?
Boom. 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 Oops.
You and reading messages? I want to find him. As
There we go. What is it? Wednesday.
yeah, see, it's this. Hey, stop it. Stop it. You can't find Daz. I put in his thing. Do you know how to do it better than me?
Put in the same thing. Probably in the same search area.
Is there like an invite link for us? Like just a regular one?
That is the link that goes into the chat.
Oh, Daz, it's not pulling you up. I'm gonna try it like.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
He's messing with Pierre. I was like, what is he even doing?
Yeah, he's just messing with Pierre.
Can you Discord Daz? Oh, what is it? I'll do it. Or just enter it in here.
Here, I'll send it to him.
Oh, okay. Where did it pop up?
There you go, Daz. I sent you a whisper.
I got another whisper while I was whispering.
The whistlers are whispering.
Right? Silence.
The silence.
Did you get it?
I sent it to him.
Daz, did you get it?
Still waiting.
I need to drink something different.
Is that too much?
Yeah. Like,
Yikes.
did it with my hand.
Nice.
Twist top.
Yeah, but this is the point in the night where people get on their phone and stare
Yep.
Yep.
down.
Yep.
We're
down
like
at the-
starting to get tired.
Probably another 15 minutes.
Probably. Well, Gitch has to work early in the morning. He's trying to get his hours in. It's going good. Gitch has to work in the morning.
Oh, is that Kaz
Yeah.
responding?
Okay, now we just gotta see if Daz got it. We haven't heard from him. Hey. Don't do that.
What are you doing?
Like getting on the chairs. I think he does it just for the attention.
Yeah, he knows that he's gonna get. It's like that. Well, I know I'm gonna get in trouble, and that's at least some kind of attention, kind of. But even
What?
though you didn't get a whisper.
Ooh.
There in your whispers on Twitch. Oh. Weird.
That's weird. Hey. Get out of there.
Let me Let me try this. Capital D. This, and then we'll go.
So
So id.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's
Id.
going on.
What's our Discord? Is it you?
Well, you can send yours too.
Well, that's mine. I don't know how to add people into. Let me look it up. Oh, okay.
Here, let me
I'm gonna give you mine.
I'm gonna whisper you the link and maybe that'll work. Otherwise, you might need to go into your settings and change. I know Twitch did a lot of privacy setting updates. You might have to allow links or something.
I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to change
Well, I
nothing.
did it all for you because I manage your Twitch.
I see.
Yeah, I just made it work.
What?
When you squeeze out that last rep and the lactic acid hits your muscles.
Fire!
It's
That's how Devin Bacon feels like today. He went on a ruck march
oh no.
He decided to just go right into 6 miles. Yeah.
with, weight.
50 pounds plus. Yeah.
He tried to get me to go, and I was like, bro, I have a literal profile that says I can't do that.
I thought it was a good idea until I learned that. I was like, oh, maybe Gitch needs to go with you. He's like, all right, tell him I got some extra weight if he wants to come meet me at the hangar. I'm like, okay. And then I told you, and you were like, hello, are you stupid?
Well, not quite that mean about it, but it's just like, can't do that with my profile. I thought about it briefly, and then I was like, wait a second. No, I've had pretty decent hip days the last couple weeks. I don't want to go.
Well, it's coming to an end. Summer's
Yeah,
coming.
summer's coming. Yeah. It's gonna be like 2 weeks where I can't walk.
Hey. Oh,
It's here. Yeah. Is it what? I'm in trouble? Okay, I'm gonna move and get in trouble somewhere else.
I thought it was Barley doing it.
No,
I looked down and Barley's not even doing anything. Like, oh,
no, he's getting over to where
I'm
he
just
was.
a perfect little guy.
What in the world are they getting into?
I don't know.
Who's getting into what?
Something underneath the thing that they're like licking.
Oh. Well, yeah. Now that box is ripped, that's just like what they're focused in on.
Yeah.
I'll have to put those probably inside the thing.
He's like, me? No. I didn't do it. I swear.
I could feel my foot get caught in something.
That was close.
Oh, it says I'm not accepting friend request. Oh, okay. Hold on.
On Discord? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We haven't had any problems people coming into the room before, so I don't know what the dealio, yo. Weird. It's on Discord. You gotta go on Discord.
Oh, on Discord?
Yeah,
oh,
he's
yeah,
trying to add
yeah.
you as a friend on Discord.
Well, yeah, I had Nora was kind of crazy for a while.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
And she showed up at all?
Not recently. That might be yeah, you might want to go into your Twitch settings and just check the private. There's a new privacy tab, I think.
Okay, you should be able to add me now.
There's a bunch of like people need to have a verified phone number, verified email in order to do X, Y, or Z kind of stuff in there. That might be why links stopped working, because I know there is something in there that talks about links on channels, trying to protect people from themselves. It's like, if you don't want to click links, don't click links, you know? Why's it got to be a whole big thing?
Okay. So I go into Discord.
Yep. And then go.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. Where'd he go?
I accepted him.
Oh, there he is. So then go into our channel. Oh, you can just click and pick the server. Boom.
All
There,
right.
you've been invited to the Whistler's Tea Lounge. He is.
Yeah.
He's in now. That was kind of like a roundabout way.
Yeah, that was
And I can't believe it
Man,
involved me because
talk
I'm really
about-
technically
talk about some
stupid.
dedication. It involved all of us. Daz really wants to be part of the community. Yo.
So, Daz, I was kind of wondering, like, what is the difference between Wales and the UK? Are they not the same thing? You sent a request again?
He just is messaging in the
Oh, I gotcha.
Discord now.
Cool.
He's
And then
getting
Gitch
integrated.
saying, "Hey, what does? Welcome to the Whistler Tea Lounge." Come on, buddy. Getting into stuff you shouldn't. I know it. I know it because you're a puppy.
Here's me and Ms. J from like the last stream that she was here.
Aww.
For some reason, I imagined the Calico Kitty was what he was going to have for sure. And then he's got Black Kitty. Everybody loves Black Kitties.
Heck yeah.
Let's see if I can find browse photos. I got my mouth. This is what Pierre looks like for real.
In the Discord.
In the Discord, yeah.
I think it's about that time where we're going to call it. Want to say thank you, everybody who came in. Thank you for the follows over there on Chrissy May's channel. Anybody else that's here that's new, if you like hanging out with friends, just chatting about what's going on in life, go ahead and hit the follow button, the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Hit the bell so you know when we're going live, so you don't miss any shows. What's our sign off for Wettin the Whistle?
I don't remember. I think we talked about it, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Does it just pour on?
Whistle on?
Yeah.
It's just whistle on.
Keep on whistling?
Keep on whistling.
Let's go with that. Let me
Yeah.
make sure I got my little thing keyed up here so it's not awkward when we do the All right. So, thanks again, everybody, for coming by.
Thanks
And
for
until-
coming and wetting your whistle with us.
There you
Yeah.
go. And until next time, keep those whistles wet.
Yep.